Welcome to Derps and Dragons. I'm JD, your DM. If you're listening to this, thank you for joining us on our very, very first episode. Round of applause, everyone. Hooray.
Whee!
Golf clap, golf clap. You
Congratulations.
Hi, Mom.
Today, like I said, is the first recording of our podcast. And I'm joined by my derps, starting with my left.
Hi there. My name is Jackson. I'm very excited. I will be playing the role of Diok in Isbottom. If it sounds like a dick joke, it definitely is. So let's just get past that right now. And yeah.
My name is Corey Colvin. I will be playing Jartus Guidehorn. And yes, I'm also excited.
My name's Cameron, and I'm going to be playing Xeric. I am not excited to be here.
And I'm Megan, and I play Brewin Lacebuckle.
Or you will be playing. Because
Oh,
this
I
is
will
the first
be.
episode and you haven't played shit yet.
I mean, every day in my brain, I am her. I go to work as her. That's how I get
You're a
through
real
this.
method actor for this one, right?
Yeah.
So before we start, we're going to do a little thing that we like to do before we start our sessions, which is we're going to take a D100 and we're going to try to roll a 69. I'll go first. 30.
I'll go next.
Bitch shit. You'll go next doesn't have dice ready.
71.
Wow, that was close.
Oh, yeah.
First episode, that was... Oof.
To be
Start off
fair,
with a
I
bang.
also don't have dice ready.
You don't
I
even have them
do.
out.
Boys. Is that an 8?
It's an 8.
Noise.
8. Fantastic. Yes.
Wait. It's a 1.
Phenomenal.
Wow, you laughed at me.
Nice. All right, then we're going for the 100, boys. How about a 45?
45's pretty... Yeah, that's a number. All right, derps. It's dragon time. This is the world of Jerichos. And in this world, there are many myths and legends. But perhaps the most well-known is the legend of the War of the Gods. Long ago, the gods and goddesses of Jerichos walked the land with all their creations. They helped build nations and religions and guided the people of this world to prosperity. And in return, the people of Jerichos completed their quests, accomplished their tasks, achieved their goals, and fought in their wars. And so it was for thousands of years. The gods watched and guided the people, and the people served, lived, and died for the gods. At some point, a group of people grew angry with the gods and their never-ending wants and needs. This anger grew to malice, and that malice led to action, and so the Order of the Sinless Soul was formed, and a war against the gods was declared. The war stretched for many years, taking countless lives and decimating nations. The Order sought to end the gods and their influence, but they weren't powerful enough to stand against the immortals that created the world. In desperation, they held a ritual, an attempt to kill the unkillable, an attempt to kill a god. The ritual was a success. They managed to kill a goddess of the night sky. But they had underestimated what it would take to do this. The ritual destroyed them. And with the death of a god and the destruction of the Order itself, the war ended. Now seeing they weren't truly immortal, the gods grew fearful of their creations and fled to their own domains, choosing to influence the world of Jerichos from there. But the power to kill a god doesn't come for free, and in the aftermath, something dark was born. A plague, a sickness, Call it whatever you will, but the people grew to call it the Nothing. And as it's named, the Nothing has no true source or meaning or power. It affects all sentient beings of this world, and at any point, someone's soul can leave their body, leaving only a mindless husk with only one purpose, and that purpose is to wander. And so the soulless wander away from their loved ones, away from everything they've known, and seemingly nothing can stop them. And once they're out of sight from anyone, they just disappear, never to be seen or heard from again. Many stories and theories have been proposed about what happens to someone when the Nothing afflicts them. But no one has ever truly found an answer. Now, 2,000 years later, the world has rebuilt itself time and time again, and the people are free to build their own cities and fight their own wars without the gods. But something is coming on the horizon. And whatever it is, it's going to change everything. And now we begin a new story. So, we find ourselves in Castio, the land of myth and monsters. Any hero who's ever lived and been anything noteworthy has at least been born or trained here. But we're not here for a grand quest or a sacred mission or anything like that. We come to join all of our derps, heading into the small town of Anthos. This small town has a reputation for growing, selling, and trading beautiful flowers, as well as very helpful herbs and spices. But as of late, there's been some trouble. Bandits have shown up. They've been raiding farms and stealing merchandise and occasionally injuring the people that live here. And people are scared. And that's noted by the sign on each side of Anthos, the road in and the road out, saying, "Help wanted." Inquire for more information at the Sniffer's Snifter. And that's where we are now, inside the Sniffer's Snifter, where a man with a kind of broad build and a nice twisted mustache sits at a table, waiting for people to show up to help him and his town. He sits at this table, waiting for people to come and offer their help. And in through the doors of the Sniffer's Snifter walks.
So through the door, comes, sorry.
That's the door, everyone. Door noise. It's here. Oh.
Amazing sound effects.
We gotta
by
get
Megan
that creaky door fixed.
Armstrong.
You just walk through, and every time it's just,
God, that door turns me on.
got a bunch of creepy old men just sitting like really close to the door.
Oh, that was good.
As it opens and closes.
So through the door, walks this gnome. She's a rock gnome. Looking pretty young. She's in her, mid late 60s, which in human terms is like 21. Olive 3'4" and 38 pounds. Dark olive skin. She's got blue hair with green streaks. One blue eye and one yellow eye. The blue hair and the blue eye came from an explosion in her shop. She's a bit covered in dirt and grease, despite having probably washed up before she got here. She carries with her a sharpened screwdriver for defense and a very large wrench. We'll call it the BFW. She wears scale mail and she has multiple sets of tools on her belt. She's got a small backpack and a little bag on top. And she walks up to the table and the man with the mustache and goes, "Hiya.
Howdy there.
I saw you had a help wanted sign. Around here's kind of normally pretty.
Yes, so you've been through here before, eh?
Yeah, me and my late husband used to come here to get supplies and stuff for our shop, but
Sorry
the
about
shop
your loss,
closed. Well, yeah, the war.
Oh, yeah. Pesky war. Anyway, so you're here looking for help?
Well, you're looking for help. I'm looking to help.
Right. Sorry about that. The name's Sasha Finch. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, hello, Sasha. I'm Brewin Lacebuckle.
Brewin Lacebuckle. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're kind of hiring people for some sort of mercenary work. It's going to be a little tough, and you're kind of a little lady.
I might be small, but I got lots of things in this bag here, and this screwdriver. It's pretty sharp.
All right. I'll put you on the list. I was told to wait for another about 2 hours and see who shows up.
Okay.
And then I'll get to describing what we're really doing. But for now, I guess just take a seat and get comfortable.
Okay. She walks up to the bar and climbs up a stool and just sits there and swings her leg.
gnome friendly. There's
no,
a short stack.
She definitely goes to the big section and climbs up and swings her legs.
Of course.
Yeah.
A couple minutes later, in walks another figure. Cameron, who walks through the door now?
The saloon door creaks open. and in walks an Aarakocra in his USPS mail uniform, and he's carrying a big old bag of mail. He walks up to the bar, and he's obviously been here a couple times before. The guy running the place obviously knows him, as far as much as you could know a mailman, I guess. He hands some papers to the bartender, and eventually he actually does wander over to the man in the mustache.
Out of there, postal man.
Hiya. Hey, so I was in town, and I just saw your help wanted sign, and I'm, getting a little tired of this old mailman gig, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, is this where I'm supposed to meet?
Yeah. Well, now I can't promise anything steady like delivering the mail, but we're looking for some people for kind of like a mercenary job.
Oh, I could do that too, I'm sure.
It's going to be violent.
It can't be that much harder than the mail.
Respectfully, I disagree, but if you are interested, we'll take the help.
Okay, cool. Name's Xeric, and he hands out a feathered claw.
Very nice.
What do Aarakocra have?
Yeah, like a
cloacas.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Name's Sasha Finch.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So Xeric is he's an owl Aarakocra. He pretty standard gray owl, and he's got one wing that actually has a sling on it, just for sort of support, kind of like
a permanent sling.
Yes, sort of like someone who would maybe have like a knee brace that they wear literally all the time. It's sort of kind of like that.
Got it. About an hour passes, and the sun starts to go down, and Sasha's kind of looking like he's ready to pack things up and get you two and head out when someone else walks through the door. Who is it?
The door slams open, and in walks a satyr dressed up also in a FedEx, USPS, Postal Service uniform, essentially. Has horns protruding out of the top of his head. You know, satyr, half goat, half man situation. He walks in and goes right up to Sasha. Yeah, saw you help wanted sign outside, and I think I want to join you guys.
Now wait a minute. You're a postman, and we got a postman sitting at the bar.
I'm like obviously trying to hide behind like a hand, like turning away from him.
Zurich, is that you, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, hey there. Hey.
Now wait a minute. Don't you like coordinate routes so you don't overlap or something like that?
Oh, well,
Normally.
we go way back. Look, we were in the same platoon growing up, and in the war, and then all of a sudden we got moved to the postal side. I don't know why. I think we could have handled anything out there on the field, but
Well, the war ended.
yeah, but it didn't end for me.
Well, so I like I told the postman here, I can't offer any kind of steady job or income like delivering the mail can, but we're kind of looking for some mercenary work. If you're
mercenary work, I've done that before.
respectfully, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh, really?
No, sir.
Look, postmen are very handy.
I'm sure. The name's Sasha Finch.
Tasha, how's it going?
Sasha.
Tasha,
Anyway.
Sasha.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Zurich's done at the post office? I was just coming to see if this is a quick gig, I didn't think we were really
it is. Well, God's willing, it's a quick gig.
Can I be back tomorrow?
Potentially.
Okay, well. What do you got for us, Mr. Sasha?
Well, let's just wait a bit and see if anyone else shows up.
No, I didn't see anybody else outside. I think it's just us.
Well, we're gonna give it a little bit, but you can go to the bar and we can and you guys can get a little drink and we'll wait. I'm just waiting a little bit longer and then we'll call it.
Diok goes up to Sasha, holds out his hand, and just kind of sits there.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you said I could go to the bar, but I don't have any money.
Well, then you could go to the bar and sit there.
So it's on you?
No.
Okay, I'm starting a tab. Look over here, Mr. Bartender guy. Sasha said it's all on him. I'll take 2 rounds, please. For everybody in the bar. Ha
No,
What a guy, huh?
No.
Sasha. Let's give it up for Sasha, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah. Do a performance check for me.
That's a 15.
Yeah, a lot of the people at the bar like buy what you're saying, and they're like, "Oh yeah, shit, Sasha, yeah, he's cool. He'll buy us drinks, absolutely." And you just look over, and Sasha's just like, "Oh my," like head in hands, just.
Zurich, did you get yourself a drink? It's on Sasha.
I have a ginger ale. It's pretty good, I guess.
Oh, excuse me, little lady. Who are you?
Waiting for a job.
That's a weird name to have. My name is Diok. That's also a weird name to have.
So Zurich and Brewin sit and endure the presence of Diok for another like 30 minutes. And then at some point, Sasha stands up and he comes over to y'all and he goes, "Well, no one else came, so..."
I tried to tell you this.
Well, you gotta wait and see.
Well, thanks for the drinks anyways.
Yeah. It's real nice of me, as he says through gritted teeth. Now, I'm a deputy for the sheriff here. That's Sheriff Gilm Graham. We keep the sound pretty safe. It's usually pretty quiet, A little drunkard here, a little fight there kind of thing. But starting about 2 months ago, some people from out of town rolled in, started causing trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Well, they start off with petty theft in the fields. You know, occasionally a bundle of flowers would go missing here and there, or some harvested roots and such. But eventually things got worse, and they started burning whole fields and stealing whole shipments and assaulting the
Sultan of what?
A sultan.
Yeah, which sultan?
They were attacking.
Oh, assaulting.
Oh, okay.
You know
They
when you
were
put salt
attacking
on things.
the workers and the farmer.
What would have possessed someone to start burning down your beautiful landscape?
Well, we figure they're stealing for their own profit, and they're
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Eliminating the competition.
something like that. We ain't caught one of them yet to know. We came close, but it's just me and Gillum, and well, there's townly duties to take care of as well as this. So that's why we broke down and finally decided to ask for help.
Oh, it's a good thing I came.
Yes, sir. It seems to be a good thing.
I for one love that you came,
Yes.
Diak.
It seems that everyone here is happy that you are here.
Oh, thanks, guys. I can tell this is going to be a real good adventure for me.
So, Mr. Finch,
Yes, ma'am.
I do have some skills. Me and my husband, we were a couple artificers, making armor and stuff for the war before he got called up. So I can take these two square postmen and we can post up.
I wasn't always a postman.
Yeah?
No, I was a spy and assassin in the army.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Which really isn't very close to being a postman, but I got reassigned after the war when we didn't need so many
Spies and assassins.
spies. Oh, yeah, those.
Well, like I said,
I got plenty of skills, too. Don't forget about me.
no.
What was it you did again?
Well, I dabbled in a number of different things.
Did you kill anyone or
You're not supposed to ask that to a vet.
Now this is getting kind of out of hand.
well, mine died, so I don't know.
I'm glad we're all getting to know each other here, but would you like to know the thing I'm gonna be paying you money for?
Yes, sir.
I will tell you one thing.
Please.
I can control mice with my pan flute.
I respectfully don't believe you, but
Diak pulls out his pipe flute and says,
give me a performance check, and it better be a nat 20.
The bar fills with rats.
15.
That is not a nat 20. You do not have mice come out, but you do play a pretty good tune on your pan flute.
They must not be out today. We'll try again.
Anyway, like I was saying, Sheriff Graham is out investigating some thievery on a local farm. Mr. Farlow Potts stole some of his very nice flowers. I forget what kind they are, but that's not the point. The point is, he told me to gather some people and to send them his way by the time the moon came up, or by the time the sun went down. Well, one of those two. And figuring that they're both about to happen, you guys are going to go out there and talk to Graham, and Graham's going to tell you what to do. Now, you're going to head out of town, take the road north, and then when you hit a fork in the road, you're going to go left. And then from there, it'll be the farm with the big blue barn.
Yeah, that sounds great and all, Mr. Tasha, but,
Sasha.
Oh, yeah. Aren't we supposed to be protecting the town? Why would we be leaving?
You're freelance mercenaries.
How much are we getting paid?
Gold a day.
A
For
gold
if you do something useful.
day. Okay.
And if we don't?
Couple silver.
All right, I'll take it.
So you said down the road, take a left,
No, up the north road.
No.
down the
Up the north road.
around the road to the.
See, Rick,
Little
I
lady,
got
do you
it.
got it?
Yeah, you go north, take a left, barn, blue. Got it.
No, he
Exactly.
said take a right.
No,
and
I
the
said
red
take
barn.
a left. No,
I.
incorrect. That statement is respectfully. That statement is false.
It's a 12 knowledge check. I've got it.
Excuse me, miss, looking for a job?
I'll just follow Brewin.
Where are we headed to?
A farmer's house.
Okay, thank you, miss, looking for a job.
Y'all just follow me. I lead the way anyway because I can't see over anybody.
You're quite short, miss, looking for a job.
She's a
Yes.
gnome. She's quite average for a gnome.
Yeah, she's short to me.
Well, that's... Take the road north. When you hit the fork, go left. Big blue barn. See you later. Respectfully, see you later.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
All right.
See you later, Sasha.
We go off.
Yeah, see you later.
I go, hey, Zach,
What?
how many people did you kill for the army?
Xeric just sort of looks at her and cocks his head and
I'm really just trying to assess your skills, sir.
continues to walk. No, he seems a little offended by the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't read social cues well. I'm just trying to assess if I'm going into battle with someone that can keep up.
I think I'll be fine, thanks.
Okay.
Brewin Lacebuckle, someone who is so unaware of how they are that they can say how they're unaware of how they are.
Yeah, she's smart, not dumb.
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
So you guys are heading down the road and you hit a fork in the road, left and right. But on the other side of the fork, there stands a statue covered in years worth of vines and overgrowth and moss. It is of a large minotaur frozen in what seems to be some sort of anguished stance.
I confidently take the right path.
The right, as in you go right.
He goes right.
As in the opposite of lefty, correct, yes.
Okay. Hey, Xeric, we go this way. The barn's that way. I can literally kind of see it. You should be able to see it pretty well.
No,
You're much taller than me.
no, I could have sworn.
Look at that barn.
You know what?
I can't see it
Miss
past
looking
this
for a
minotaur.
job. He was never very great at directions. I always helped him out in his routes and stuff. So we're just gonna have
No,
to
you
help him
didn't.
along the way.
Well, it's definitely this way, because here,
You
let me
didn't
get up
even
on
do
your
the
shoulders
same
and...
thing as me in the army.
Well, yeah, but
had
we
two
did the same
different
thing as
jobs.
postmen.
Dia, can I get on your
now
shoulders?
we do, but come on.
I promise. I promise you can see it. I promise. It's right there.
Yeah. We
promise.
go
It's-
left. We
it's
go left. I knew
it's-
that.
to the left.
As the three people argue in front of this statue, we go into the mind of the statue and what it sees. Corey, what is Jartis's experience stuck here? How much does he perceive? What does it feel like?
Most of the time he's perceiving very little. Just kind of in a blank situation, if anything. But there have been things over the years that he recalls, things that he's strongly disliked. That's usually what he's remembering. But otherwise, it's just kind of perfectly nothing. Doesn't have any feelings. Nothing can be felt through his so-called body at this point. It's too enclosed.
Well, at this point, there is a little bit of something, a little annoying thing in front of you. You kind of come back into that vague consciousness, and you see three people arguing in front of you, and they stir a feeling in you of people you once knew, people that you remember from the past and had a reluctant fondness for. Corey, I want you to roll me a religion check.
Oh boy. A solid 8.
8.
Ew, God.
Fantastic. Then you don't recognize the welling of power within you, and you don't understand what's going on because you're slightly annoyed because you're here and you're listening to this, and they're just bickering, and that annoys you.
People like this again. Who knows how long it's been? But I always have to listen. Just listen.
And at this point, we snap back to outside of this, where we have these strangers arguing in front of the statue. And there's a twinkle in the sky, and a meteorite falls from the distance. Not seen by anyone because they're all too busy arguing, but it's heard by everyone when it slams into the statue. About a baseball-sized meteorite hits this statue, and there's a loud explosion, and it falls backwards. And then there's just silence as everyone stands stunned. And now
It hits the statue and just goes,
What the fuck?
Yeah, what in God's name was that?
Xeric puts kind of his wings up in a defensive posture to make himself look really big, and he ruffles all his feathers and fluffs them up real big, and sort of waddles back and forth, getting closer to it, his eyes wide, like he's some sort of owl creature or something.
as you round the pedestal of the statue, you see on the ground, no longer emblazoned in metal, is this statue. It looks like it's melted away and is just in a pool surrounding this now very living, very breathing, very alive.
Guys, I think my wish came true.
Oh, out of my bag of holding, I pull my pole of collapsing and measuring, and I'm like, and I press the button, and it shoots out and extends from 1 foot to 10 foot, and I poke it from 10 feet away. I'm like,
Please stop poking me.
No.
Oh, that hurt, and that feels good.
what? I
Just starts to stand up.
Guys,
I
guys,
collapse my pole, and I'm like,
guys, we gotta get out of here.
No, wait,
I'm like
please.
frozen.
Are you adventurers of some sort?
As of today, I guess we
I
are.
guess so. Yeah, we're
We
being
adventurers
paid
with the mission.
to do
Let's
things
say
that
you're-
could be dangerous.
You are going to acquire currency.
And
Yeah.
ye-
And obtained women as well. Yes.
That's okay.
and you are.
Forgive me. My name is Jartus Guidehorn.
And you are. What are you? What is this? What happened?
Well, I am Jartus Guidehorn. As you can see from my form, I am of the Minotaur race. I was once a soldier, but also not. Soldier for my god, but really not a soldier at all. But long ago, the Order of the Sinless Souls killed my god. And I was frozen. As Jartus leans on his weapon and begins to stand up, his weapon, which is a great axe, adorned in a off-white with gold trim, ancient appearing full set of armor. He stands up, standing about 7'3", weighing in about 485 pounds. Well, if you're going to be making money, may I join you?
Everyone roll me a history check after Jartus stops speaking for a bit. You can mull over his story.
Guess what I got?
Yeah, what'd you get?
A nat 20.
Oh, fucking course you did.
Yeah.
I got
So that
10.
makes that a
10? 10,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. What you
25.
get, Xeric?
I got a 22.
Holy shit. Let's start with Diok. Diok, you remember at some point in your life someone told you old myths and legends about a god that died? Whatever. Xeric and Brewin, you are both very familiar with the ancient stories and origins of the world as you know it. You know that supposedly thousands of years ago there was a fight between some evil order and the gods that at that time walked the earth with all their mortal followers. This war ended when the Order of the Sinless Souls, an order opposing the gods, supposedly killed the goddess Estriella, goddess of the stars. And when they killed her, the stars in the sky stopped moving, whereas before they used to dance in the sky every night.
And now they
Brewin.
just rotate.
And now they're just like normal. Now they just have seasonal changes. Now they just do what we're used to. But supposedly they used to dance and move every night. Brewin, you know with a little more certainty that within the story, the gods left because of this event. That supposedly this is why we don't have gods with us now. This is why they have their own realms, is because they were scared and they left. And that's what you guys know.
Okay. I stare at the Jartis and I go, so wait, you were there when they walked with us?
Oh, yes.
They haven't been here in so long.
So wait. I haven't been around very long, but you said you were. Did this happen to you because of the Sinless Souls? That was maybe 2,000 years ago.
I think it was something like 1,900 years ago.
2,000 years?
Yeah, well,
How
about-
long have you been out?
I've been trapped in that statue for 2,000 years?
Maybe. You might be the oldest thing around, like, that's still alive.
Well,
There's maybe, like, what, dragons?
like still alive. It's like he took a break.
Yeah, you took, like, a hiatus from life.
Yeah.
So, essentially, what you're telling us is you've been frozen for 2,000 years.
I didn't know how long it had been.
You just came back to life, essentially. The first thing you want to do is go fight for some thing that you don't even know about.
Are you doing evil?
No.
No,
Well,
I don't know.
Probably not.
We're doing whatever we're told.
We are helping a farmer.
That's true.
farmers can't be evil.
And
That doesn't sound very filled with malice.
and you fought in a war that I've heard myths about. And some sinless Pole? Well, why do you want to join us? What's the purpose here? Don't you want to go smell the daisies and, go make a life for yourself? What's the point of all this?
They did take all the daisies. The daisies are kind of gone. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Canon, the daisies are officially gone, yeah.
Well, then, yeah, come join us. Then you can smell them.
Well, all right then. But as to answer your question, one cannot live with money, and well, my money is a little dated apparently.
Well, we'll catch you up to speed of what happened in the last, I don't know, 2,000 years.
I pull out my my iPhone to freak him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull out this trinket, and it's a clockwork trinket because I'm a gnome, and it projects onto his armor just my name. It says Brewin Lacebuckle Artificer. And I'm like, look, it's my card.
Diok pulls out a
is
cup and a
fascinating.
ball in a cup and just starts balling in a cup.
Forgive me, I have yet to ask you your own names.
Yeah, you see this? This is pretty sick, huh?
Well, you know my name. It was on your chest. Brewin.
I can read some of these letters.
No, hold on. I thought your name was Looking For a Job.
Yeah, you just think that.
I like don't get as like I'm still as far away from you as possible.
Still perked up.
Still pretty puffy.
I'm still a little puffy, and I like lean into a handshake. It's like, Xeric, good to meet you. Jartis.
Pleasure. Sir.
Yeah, hi, I'm Diok. Diok in his bottom.
Diok in his bottom.
You got it. Isn't that an original name?
I suppose so.
Put it there, fella.
Where?
Right here.
They shake hands.
I reluctantly shake his hand.
Diok gives him one of those ones that he holds on just a little too long to make him feel uncomfortable, but not long enough to where he has to pull away.
Is it a loose handshake? Is it like a
It's
Like
I'd say
a
it's
weak-
got a firm grasp, but it's very like shaky, you know, like one of those
it's
ones
like a
that's
loose wrist.
Yeah.
kind of whips him around? Yeah.
To let him know that it's gone on a little too long, I squeeze a little harder.
Ah, okay.
Well, we're going to the left
To right.
here.
Oh,
The left. See that? You can see it. Do you see that barn down the road?
Make a perception check.
It's blue.
Oh boy.
Can you see in color?
do Minotaurs see in color?
Yes.
When did they
That's
invent color? Because I know, like for us, it was
22.
in like the 50s or 60s when we got color.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't have color before then. 22.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like one of those like perfect little like top of the hill sitting right there.
Giant fucking red barn, white roof.
Yeah. Blue barn, yellow roof kind of thing.
People are taking all the pictures for their Instagram.
Yeah, this is like the spot to take pictures.
There would be blue
Actually,
bonnets.
this whole town is kind of the spot to take pictures, but this is like this is a primo spot.
Fantasy Instagram influencers in shambles.
Yeah.
Because there's no flowers.
Yeah, you guys start making your way up the hill. You don't have to go that far when you reach the end of a picket fence on some property with a big blue barn with a yellow roof on it. And coming down the, I guess not driveway, but long walkway is a man dressed kind of officially, like kind of wearing a uniform, with like a star kind of on his chest, like an old time Western star. And he's a human. He's got black hair that's slicked back a little bit, and he's got like a nice trimmed beard, and he just carries just like a big studded club. And he's walking up, and he sees you guys, and he goes,
While we are walking up there, Diok is going to try to stealthily check Jartis's pockets.
"Give me a sleight
Wow.
of hand."
We just met this guy.
And what's your passive, Jartis?
That is a 21.
It's not that high.
So what do you... First, what does he find in his pockets?
Can-
Okay, what does he get?
In my pockets, there's... well, I don't really necessarily have pockets. The
Yeah,
only thing
you have,
he
like,
could look-
Do you have
bags
like a
of-
bag or
The
something?
only
Yeah,
thing
I
he
guess-
could look through is a coin purse.
Yeah, he...
Okay.
Yeah, you like... You look through the coin purse and you pull out a couple like really old looking coins and you like pocket those.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
And he says, "Now are you the folks that
We're here for your
Sasha
flowers.
No,
Give them to us.
No, we're here to protect them.
Nah, we're just kidding. Yeah, we're here
That's
for fun.
better.
We're here to take care
No,
of you.
that's what I said. Okay. So
We
okay.
were sent by the deputy at
Yeah,
the
you were
Snicker.
sent by Sasha.
We're not to take the flowers.
Yeah.
I'm Sheriff Gillum Graham. It's a pleasure to meet you folks.
The pleasure's all mine. He goes to put out his hand for a handshake.
He just stares at your hand and he goes, anyway, now, I just talked to Mr. Potts over here, and it seems he just had one of his last fields raided and burned.
Hmm.
But
That's not
luckily,
good.
he said that he managed to get a pretty good cash crop, and he's storing it in his barn. You guys are all right being mercenaries, right? You agreed to this? You know your pay is 1 gold per day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard that's if we do something incredible. But if not, 2 silver
You
is
do
also
something
okay.
helpful.
Not helpful.
Helpful,
Yeah.
yes.
But
And-
2 silver is also on the table if we do not do anything helpful.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, it starts now.
How can I
Okay.
be assistance?
So, these bandits have a pretty easy MO. They show up, they burn, and what they don't get from the fields, they try to come back for and loot in the barns or the sheds.
I hate to stop you there. Jotis just became unfrozen.
I elbow the shit out of this little man long before he finishes his sentence.
Hey,
that's a good one.
how tall are you?
7'3".
Diok? Not you. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5".
You
Okay.
elbowed the shit out of the top of his head.
Right in the temple.
One second. As Sheriff Grant, I'm gonna roll something.
Yeah, I know.
You sure you folks are good to do mercenary work? You're coming off a little uninspiring at the moment.
Yeah, that's just how we come off. We're a bunch of characters.
Apparently. Now, here's what I need you to do. Since that's the usual MO of these bandits, I need you to go and watch this barn tonight. I think they're gonna attack, and if they do, I need you to stop them. Preferably, I'd like you to take one alive. I haven't been able to catch any of these guys yet. You folks are the first people that we're hiring for outside help. So, no pressure on any of you, but this town's dependent on you. And now I am too. Now I got some other things to attend to. I got some other barns to go watch. But I'm entrusting you with Mr. Potts.
Well, you couldn't have chosen any better people.
Well,
I got what I got.
Yeah.
yeah.
He didn't
Well,
choose at all.
Most of us, I'm sure, will try to be of service.
If not, 2 silver.
As my favorite food establishments once said, it's hot and it's ready.
Graham walks off. He's going down the road. He's got other things to do. At this point, a kind of elderly dwarf walks out. And he goes, "Hey, you the ones watching my house? I mean, my barn? Maybe my house too?"
Yes, sir. I hope that we can be of service.
I hope you can too, because if they steal my shit, I'm gonna lose it.
Lose what?
His shit.
It's belong.
Anything I got left.
His daisies, of course.
Daisies are gone.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more to lose here.
Yeah, yeah, daisies are gone.
What-
Anyway,
Do you know which direction they generally come from?
nope, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Well, I do, but not here. No, I don't.
You didn't.
The point is, in the morning, my wife's making grits, and if you want some, come get some.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of grits. You guys
That's
have toast?
what we'll make it.
Jartis, do you know what a grit is?
I do not.
They're all right. I just wanted to.
Will
I
there
was
be
curious.
cheese?
No,
Yeah, so
money's a little tight.
Jotis over here, frozen for... Okay, I'll let him explain.
He was
Jarkus
cold.
over here is
Damn, you're a big one.
ready to work.
All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all do it. Watch my barn.
Okay.
And he hobbles back up the road. And it's a little past dusk at this point. And what Graham said is that the MO was they came and burned and stole in the day, and what they didn't get, they would come back for at night. So you have a barn in front of you, pretty good sized barn. You guys go inside and you see bundles and bundles of like flowers, and you see some crates that are labeled, I don't know, some sort of herb name.
Flower stuff.
Yeah,
TNT.
flower stuff. Yeah. No, they're not labeled TNT.
What if it
No,
was flour, like FLOUR?
Loose tea, and it's called TNT.
No, but yes, but no. So in here is a good amount of what would be product, either flowers or roots for medical uses or something like that. But there's things worth protecting in here.
Perception check to see if there's any weaknesses within the parameter that we should be looking for.
Go ahead, yeah.
Is this a 2-story barn?
Yeah, I'll do a walkabout.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a 2-story barn with like the
overhang.
Overhang. It's open in the center of the barn with the.
That's an 8.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of open fields and stuff, and there's this barn. And if you close the doors are closed.
I got a
Nice.
15 investigation.
Okay.
How the locks?
So you do a little walk around, and you notice that there's not any like it's a well-built barn. There's not any like there's no big holes in it or anything like that. The back door's closed and chained up, kind of thing. The front door can be chained up if you need it to. At the edge, probably like 100 yards to the north of this whole property is a tree line. So, there's that.
Xeric is going to attempt to climb up to the top of the barn and go up to where the little chicken with the compass. What is that thing called?
Weather
The
vane.
weather main.
Weather vane.
Is it a vein or a main?
I think it's a vein, right? No.
No idea. But give me a climb check. It should be pretty easy.
Oh, that's a 19?
Yeah.
With acrobatics is a 26.
Yeah, you get up there and you see the ladder that goes to the roof. If you're on the second floor, that you could like climb up, and then you're like, no, and you like climb up the side of on the outside kind of thing. You get up there.
So he's 2 stories up.
And he's on top of he's on the roof of the barn. He's got a pretty good view of the landscape.
Right. Looking around, do I see anything
You
in
see
particular?
some neighboring properties kind of thing, some neighboring like fields, and
Is it all burned?
it's pretty depressing. A lot of it's burned, or it's like a majority that's burned with a little with like little patches that survived kind of thing. But it's, from what you can imagine, from what you've seen before, because you've been through here, you're a postman, you've been through this land. It's nothing of what it used to be. This is a serious problem.
Are there tall crops that are like similar, like corn crops? Very
burnt.
high.
There would be, but they're burned as well.
all of them.
Yeah, it's pretty barren. It's like
Nowhere.
mild rolling hills around you, and then, like I said, about 100 yards north, there's a tree line that runs along a lot of these properties.
Which way does the front of the barn face?
The front of the barn faces south, so it faces towards
So the back
road.
of the barn.
So the back of the barn faces these woods.
So we're just protecting what's inside the barn.
You're basically protecting what's inside the barn, because that's what people are going to be coming for.
Are there rafters in the barn? Like somewhere
Yeah. It's like
higher?
a second. There's like a second story within that has like the wraparound like inside thing.
Is there a window on the second floor?
Yeah, there's a little window on the second floor that it's like shutters that can be open and closed.
Cool. I have a plan.
Okay, Jardis, what have you been doing?
The first thing Jardis wants to look at is if there's like one of those big bar locks for the inside of the barn?
There is a big like hatch bar lock where it's just like you close the doors and then put in like a 2x4.
2x4?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll make sure that 2x4 is in a convenient place to just latch that closed.
Absolutely. Go for it. Very good.
Otherwise, yeah, he just kind of checks the perimeter.
You see kind of the same thing everyone else does.
Nothing too crazy, I'm sure.
I have a plan. It might not be good, but it's a plan.
Well, that's more than I got, so.
What? You're on the roof. That's fine. You can stay up there. I'll be the decoy. I'm small. I look like I could be easily overtaken. Yada, yada, yada. And then, right inside the door, Mr. Big Man, you come barreling out the second I whistle.
As in charging?
Oh, sure.
I shall charge.
Cool. You can do whatever you're gonna do.
No, I think
After
I'll take
he
the high
charges.
ground. I think I'm gonna go up to the second floor and wait for your first round of defense to get blown by.
Xeric calls down. I'm already up here.
Yeah, that's great.
The more the merrier.
No.
Just like old times, buddy.
No, we didn't really work together
You
that
going
much.
to the roof?
Yep.
No, we
okay.
didn't. Nope.
Diok, just to be clear, you said you would like for us to get the first line of defense, which would be myself.
Yeah, that's correct.
And Brewin, correct?
Yes.
You want us to get blown through, as you say.
Well, that is
Blown
if it happens, okay? I have full confidence in you two that you will both do a great job in not being blown through.
Ms. Brewin, is this man simple? By you?
I have not given him any sort of test. I can't tell you.
Look, she said, do what you're gonna do. And I said, you know what? Why go out there, compromise myself, when I could be inside, ready to attack after you guys get blown through? If. Strong
I feel
if.
like you should act before we get, quote, blown through.
Okay, should we come up with a code word?
The code word is, I'm gonna whistle, he's gonna come charging out. Then, almost immediately, you do something.
See, but your whistle is his code word. I need something like, I don't know, spaghetti or...
Your code word
He had
is
trouble in the
him
arm.
breaking through the doors.
That's not much of a word as much of it is a noise or an action.
He had trouble obeying orders in the army as well.
Would you make up a
It's
word
not
for him,
anything
please?
new.
Wait, hey, Xeric, would you please make up a word for
I
him?
thought this was Jotis. Jotis is the one who's supposed to...
What
let
about
me know.
go or action?
Oh, they'll see that coming.
Or
We can't do that.
do something, please.
They'll see that
I
one
like
coming.
do something, please.
Jotis, what do you think, buddy? What's a cool word that used to throw around back in the day?
How about I just say Diok?
They'll never see it coming.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking around this
They'll
barn.
never see Diok coming.
I'll never see this Diok coming.
Especially not in his bottom.
So you guys kind of post up where you are. Xeric's on the roof. Brewin's doing a slow stroll every now and then around the premises of the barn.
Diok's playing pan flute.
Diok's in the barn playing pan flute. And Jardis is also in there just, I guess...
He's like hiding behind something large.
Yeah, and like
Hopefully tall
battling
enough
like all the thoughts in his head about everything that he's missed for 2,000 years.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
fighting his
yeah.
own demons.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, there's a
there.
lot of shit going on in your head.
And vast amount of depression.
Yeah, I just want a quick,
that
like,
he'll never talk
it's been
about.
like an hour, and I want a quick look into Jardis's brain right now. What's he thinking? He's had a moment to calm down, and now he's just with his thoughts. What are they?
Oh dear God, dear gods! I need to find a library. I need to find a library. I need to find out how to read the advanced version of the common tongue. I need to find out if the gods still exist. What happened to my god? Why am I still here? Is anyone else here? Are there other statues? Has everyone else been frozen for 2 millennia? Can I get my revenge on the Order? can I get revenge on the museum that I was stuck in?
So, a couple hours go by. It's pretty late at night. Moon's like a waning crescent. The stars are in the sky and they're not moving. Jardis, you're inside, so that doesn't really strike you all that much at the moment. But you guys have been kind of a little bit more on alert out here. But considering that Jardis and Diok are inside, I want Xeric and Brewin to give me perception checks.
My perception check is a 22.
That's pretty good.
I rolled a pretty
Mine is
good.
a 13.
That's pretty average. Wait, let me roll. Xeric, you are scanning kind of all around, and you notice something by the woods, and you stare at it for a while, and then it doesn't seem to be anything. So you just kind of move on, but you're a little more aware at the moment. Brewin, you are doing your rounds when you hear something coming.
I hear it.
Yeah, it's coming from the wood section.
So right.
It's coming
Right
from
from
the
the
woods.
back
it's like,
side
it's
of the
like
wood.
pounding.
You said-
That's the wrong
So
word.
fast.
You said-
yeah, it's something's coming up and it's coming fast.
You heard
Multiple
something
somethings.
coming.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, it wasn't
Approaching.
Diok.
You're on the wrong side of the barn at the moment.
What? Okay.
So you know that's coming. You know it's heading towards the barn, but it's coming from the wooded side, which is where you would need to be.
Okay. I start making my way that way, but I'm gonna. I guess I'll try to. No, I am the decoy. I'm going to march.
Okay, you round the corner, and there are two giant lizards. And climbing off the back of these lizards are 4 goblins. And they are, one of them's armed with like some like chain cutters, and the other ones are like armed with like daggers and stuff. And they're all talking like in goblin to each other. Do you know goblin?
No.
Okay, so they're talking to each other in Goblin, and they're like moving up to the door, and at this point, they start like rattling the chains on the door, and
There you know.
Xeric, at this point, you're like, oh shit, and you peek over the ledge and you see all this happening. Diok and Jardis, you guys are both inside, and you hear rustling at the back door, and you know for a fact that Brewin would not be there doing this.
Okay.
I advance towards the back as stealthily as I can.
Yeah, give me a stealth check with
Isn't
that
very
disadvantage,
stealthily.
boy.
How about a 14?
14's not bad at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, these guys aren't paying attention. They're not listening for
Yeah.
you to be inside.
Oh.
I also would like to do a stealth check.
Okay.
To peek over the edge and see potentially if I have sort of an open shot to throw something at them. A 19.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so you peek over the edge, and like these guys are like, they're getting ready to like break into this door and go in and take things and leave. They're not looking out for you.
Did they see me yet?
They give me a stealth check. Let's see if they saw you peek the corner on them. Because you've been sitting there staring for a while.
Do you also have disadvantage on this?
Yes, I do. But it's okay. It's a 15.
Yeah, 15. They're not paying attention.
I would like-
What are you doing, Diok? You see like
Can I
Jardis move, and you know people are
stealthily
there.
give some bardic inspiration?
Yeah, like go up to Jardis, and what do you say to him?
Jardis, I know that we didn't get off on the right foot, but this is a very important mission, and I would like to see you succeed here. So I hope that we can get past our differences and work together.
And at that sound, the chain snaps, and everyone roll me initiative.
Are these swingy doors?
They are swingy doors. They're going to swing outdoors.
Did I get the inspiration off?
Yeah, you gave it to him. Okay, so you inspired Jardis for this. Everyone roll me initiative.
Do we get a surprise round?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
This is half that.
Diak, what was your initiative roll?
11.
Jardis, what was your initiative roll?
12.
Xeric, what was your initiative roll?
25.
Holy shit.
That's that shit.
You know what's funny?
That's that shit.
That's that shit right there. Brewin.
Also a 12. Roll off. God damn it. It's a nat 20, but it's the wasted.
Put it on the board.
Does that count toward the board?
I rolled an official thing.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay.
For you guys at home, we do this little side game where anytime that you roll a nat 20, you get a point on the board, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game is immune from getting iced. So if you can remember that trend from back in 2017, where you put a Smirnoff Ice in front of your friend and they have to drink it, yeah, we're still doing that.
A
Yeah,
lot of
4
dead
years
memes
later.
around here.
I mean,
Ices.
derps.
The word derp.
Yeah. But like good Texans, we never forget the Alamo, Maymays.
So, you guys are going to do your surprise round first in the order of Xeric, Brewin, Jardis, Diak, and then we're going to go back to the top of the initiative, starting with Xeric. Also, anyone listening, if we do rules wrong or something like that, you're kind of just going to have to deal with it.
Don't at me.
You don't at us.
You
But if you call us out on something good, we'll probably listen to you. And
Yeah, we'll listen to you. We just won't acknowledge that we listened to you.
yeah. We love you.
Okay,
Xeric, start us off. What do you do? They have no idea you're here.
so I'm looking down at them, right?
Yeah, you're looking down at these dirty little boys.
Right. So I rolled a 19 earlier on my stealth check. Does that still hold?
Yes.
Is
It
there?
holds them until the moment you do something.
Well,
that
I
would
was going
blow
to
your
say,
stealth.
is there any way that I can throw a dart at one of these guys, and then slink back over the edge of the roof so that they can't see that
You
it
could
came from
throw
me?
a dart and then use an action to hide,
Are
or a
you-
bonus action to hide.
Yeah, he's got.
But once you throw a dart, you have
Cunning
done your thing, and you have revealed yourself, and then you must hide again.
Yeah, he can cunning action to hide.
Cunning action. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take a dash, engage, or hide. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try to throw a dart, and then I guess I'm going to take the hide cunning action to hide over the edge of the roof so that they can't see where the dart came from.
Okay. Roll to throw that dart.
That is a 16 plus 7, 23 to throw a dart.
That absolutely hits the goblin. Are you throwing at 1 or 4? Which 1, 2, or 3 or 4?
I'm throwing it at the one that is currently about to go through the door.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm throwing it straight
Yeah,
down.
they just cut it, and like either 2 on the side, like pulling it open, and then there's 2 like standing there waiting to go in.
Right, okay. So I do that, and that's going to do... So these darts that he throws are kind of hidden in his feathers. And they're shaped like a feather, so he'll...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the whole thing is one big metal feather, and he throws it point first so that the quill of it will hit him.
Nice.
Sick. Max damage. 9 damage?
It just so you go and you lean over this edge and you throw this dart, and it just shoots through this goblin's skull and like hits in the ground and embeds like 6 inches deep into it, and this guy just drops.
Shit. And then I'm gonna take the hide cunning action to slink back over the.
Yeah, roll hide check.
Is that just a stealth check?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
27.
Yeah, you disappeared. No one knows where that shit came from. They are panicking and looking around. The two that had just opened the door are like peeking out from the doors on the other side. The two that were just staying there, one of them's now dead. And at that point, it's Brewin's turn, who is around the corner.
I literally didn't even see him.
Yeah,
like,
you just saw one of the goblins fall.
The goblin
You're like, oh,
fell.
he fell.
So
Little spray of blood on the barn door, and that's about it.
No, it's on the ground, man. That's straight through.
So there's a rock on the ground
Yeah.
because I put them there.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast catapult on the rock,
Which is Jesus. Okay.
and they're all standing in a line in front of the door.
What
and
is,
I'm gonna.
what is catapult? Well, they're not standing in line. Two of them. There's like two of them holding the doors that they just opened, and then one of them standing in the.
Did they actually get it open?
Yeah, they got it open.
Catapult's way too fucking powerful.
It's. I only have 2 level 1 spells
I
right
cast
now.
Fireball
as a
at
level 2.
7.
So I need to make. They all need to make Dex saving throws. The 2 in a line. Because I put a rock and they just. And it
Okay,
just
so
shoots.
the two that just opened the doors are going to make Dex saving throws real quick.
Wait, do they even see this coming? Do they?
Well, they still get a Dex save.
Would they have a disadvantage on?
I'll
rock
give
coming from the dark?
I'll give them disadvantage. So the closest goblin gets a 15.
Damn, beats. Well, the first one. Okay, cool.
Beats my meats.
And the second one gets a 5.
He's gonna take it. His buddy kind of ducks for a second, and then the other one gets pelted with this 5-pound rock.
The other one just gets absolutely obliterated. I don't know yet. Roll for damage.
It's 3d8.
She has 3d8 in her hand. I'm pretty sure he gets obliterated.
9.
Yeah, so he's dead.
In the span of half a second, one has just collapsed to the ground, and the other one has just been shot into space.
We'll get the recap at the end of the surprise round. From there, it's Jardis, and the door is now open, and there's a goblin just standing there, and then there's 2 goblins standing there, and then there's a dead goblin, and then there's a panicking goblin.
Wait, so there are still 3 goblins alive?
Yeah. Well, no.
Wait, no, there's only 2.
Okay, so there's 2 goblins where the door just opened up, and then there's 2 more on the other side of the doors that you can't really see that well. One of those is dead, and then one of the door goblins is dead. So standing in front of you in clear line of sight is one goblin who's panicking.
And he opens the door to find a 7'3" ancient minotaur.
500 pounds of meat staring at him.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge him. Not
Okay.
mechanically, just
Yeah.
normal
You could
literal
You could
sense.
say you're gonna do anything. You just don't get the mechanical benefit. You could.
I'm gonna throw myself at this guy and I'm gonna try to rend him. I'm gonna rend him from top to
Nice.
bottom.
Holy shit!
See what happens though.
You should take.
You're about to bone tomahawk this guy.
All
Movie's
right,
sick.
I got good news. I hit him. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Goblins ain't shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's max damage.
Which is
16.
Yeah. So this guy's standing here, and please describe what you do when you see this panicking goblin.
Well, he froze up. He wasn't ready. I charged at him. I mean, I almost hit the barn while I was swinging it down, way too close. But I managed to miss it, and I just brought it right down the center of the cranium. And I just went straight through, and I just kept cutting like butter.
And then this goblin just splits in half,
Yeah.
lengthwise in front of you.
Yeah, right down the ass crack, right through it.
Man, they don't make axes like they used to.
Apparently not. So to finish up the surprise round, let's get Diok in here. You're kind of on the second level by the window, and you just watched all this happen. And there's one guy left and 2 lizards.
I can't even see any of these guys, can I? Because
You're at the window. You can look down and see them.
okay. So 2 of them are right next to each other.
No,
correct?
2.
Whoa.
There's only one left.
Okay.
Because the other 3 are dead now, and there's one like on the other side of the door that he just opened.
Okay. If I were to attack, would anybody on my team be in the way? Or?
Not at all.
No. Jardis is in the entry of the doorway.
I'm around the corner of the barn.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to use Thunder Wave.
Nice. Is that a check? Or a...
Yeah, it's a con save.
Okay, so you cast Thunderwave at this goblin?
Yeah.
Is there a radius on that, or is it a...
I mean,
What's the range?
he can just say
Creature
that.
in a 15-foot cube originating from...
Originating.
Ooh.
Maker.
Yeah, that's going to get these lizards too, so I'm going to roll some lizardy boy saves. Dang, lizard boys. The goblin got a con save of 9, and the lizard boys got a con save of 17 and 14.
Okay, the lizard boys are safe.
Hell yeah.
The goblin is not. So I'm going to roll 2d8 of damage.
Holy shit.
Do it.
Goblins ain't shit, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's 8 points of damage, my guy.
Beautiful.
Oh, no.
How does this goblin go splat?
So Diok goes ahead and uses his thunder wave, and upon hearing this loud thunderous sound directed right at this goblin, he proceeds to combust and just blows the fuck up.
fire?
Oh my god. He just
Splatters.
just mess. Just an instant mess on the ground.
I would like to roll a check to see if these lizards are smart, because now I'm realizing we were supposed to keep one alive.
Well, we're gonna go. It's these lizards are about to freak the fuck out. But
wait, were we told to keep one of these guys alive?
We were. in
it's the
fact.
beginning of the now regular round where everything is dead except you guys and the lizards. Okay, let me actually recap what just happened. These goblins showed up, fucked with the lock a bit, broke the chain, opened the door, and the moment that the doors were wide open, a feather fell from the roof, killing one instantly through his skull. A rock came flying around the corner. One of them dodged it. The other one wasn't so lucky. Hit him, absolutely fucking caved his skull in.
Really knocked his socks off.
Yeah, like there's just shoes there.
Perfect.
And then after
Shoes
that,
and feet
a
in the
7-foot tall
shoes.
minotaur came running out of the barn, swung an axe, cut a goblin completely in half, lengthwise.
Long ways.
Yeah, long ways. And then, what did you panpipe him or?
It's a thunder wave.
Yeah, thunderwave. Yeah, and then you like peeked your head out the window, cast thunderwave, and just splatted this other guy. And these lizards are just freaking the fuck out. But it's Xeric's turn.
Are there saddles?
There are saddles. There's saddles and there's equipment, and it looks like there's like packs and stuff where these guys were going to take this stuff and haul it off on the lizards.
Empty
And
bag.
and these lizards do not know that I am there.
No.
Is there any way I could sort of jump off and glide to directly above the lizard and then stop gliding so that I fall straight onto...
They're like, you could just jump. You don't even need to try to attempt to glide. You could just jump off the roof.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little jog jump off the roof, and I'm going to twist in the air around so that I can land straddling one
like
of
land
these
in the saddle.
saddles.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
That is an 18.
Yeah, you jump off the roof. You land pretty square on this saddle. Roll me an animal handling check, please.
Oh, will I? +1. Let's go.
Oh, no. Oh, yes?
That is a natural 1.
Perfect.
+1.
So you know in the movies when people like fall off their horses and they get their like foot caught and then they get dragged. So you
man.
land on this lizard and it like tries to buck you off and then does, except you've caught your like foot in the stirrup and this lizard just takes off.
Oh.
Like in no particular direction, and it's just dragging you.
Is it one of those like super fast lizards
Oh,
that
yeah,
can
these
run
are-
on
these
water?
not on water, but they're
It's
pretty fast
It's
boys.
just all back legs, and the front legs come up.
You're gonna take 3 damage from like getting smacked across the ground, and then on the lizard's turn, we will see what you can do. From there, we're gonna go to Brewin, where one lizard just took the fuck off, and the other one is like skittish as fuck.
My dart thing was so cool, and then that was so uncool.
It was very cool.
Fucked it.
So Brewin's gonna act as a rodeo clown and go to try to save the cowboy. So
Wait, so you're attempting to sprint after a lizard that has a higher movement speed than you?
left yet. I go before him.
Okay, technically, but yeah.
So I run up and I try to cut the stirrup.
I'm gonna say the lizard ran past you, and that's why you have the opportunity
Cool.
to do this.
I want to try to cut the stirrup, freeing Xeric.
Yeah, give me
Roll to hit.
yeah, roll to hit. Let's see what this is gonna be.
A 17.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you cut the stirrup, but you also managed to cut the lizard a bit. Roll for some damage.
Perfect.
Perfect, she says. The fucking murder hobo.
Hey man, I can't kill it.
I was trying to tame one of these lizards, let it be known.
Still a 1. So that's a 3.
Yeah, so you do 3 damage. You cut the rope. The lizard just keeps going. Like it's not even like it's not going anywhere in particular. It's just running away. From there, Jardis, what are you doing?
I slowly approach this lizard that's looking a little skittish.
Skittish as fuck.
And looking skittish as fuck. And I start speaking to it in Celestial. Whoa there, big guy. Wait. It's okay. We're not gonna hurt you. Just the people that rode in on you.
Walks up to a lizard speaking the language of the literal gods. Give me an animal handling check.
Yeah, that's got to be animal handling.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I just figured
I'm just stunned that you're doing it in Celestial.
I figured it was the most...
I'm picking up some words because I speak Elvish, but...
Every lizard knows Celestial.
Uh-huh.
We all know this.
Elvish doesn't have anything to do with
I thought it
Celestial.
was,
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
That's a 19 animal handling check.
You, like...
The biggest thing this lizard's ever seen.
No. For the first time in a while, since you've been up, since you've been reawakened...
Since you've been gone.
There it is.
For the first time since you've been awakened, you, like, feel a connection with something that isn't these very strange people. You're like, yeah, I get this lizard. It's scared. I got it. And, like, you go up to it and you put your hand on its head, and it like, calms down a bit. And you just kind of sit there, and you're not trying to get on it. You're not trying to fuck with it. You're just there, man. And the lizard appreciates that. And at this point... this lizard is gonna chill here. The other lizard books it towards the woods. Just absolutely gone. And we're out of combat. Congrats, guys. You guys are sitting there. A bunch of dead goblins. Xeric's a little worse for wear. But other than that, you guys came out completely unscathed.
Beautiful.
Did y'all see that cool dart thing I did? Sorry. I mean, the latter half wasn't quite as cool, but I threw a dart really hard.
I mean, I couldn't jump off a roof onto a lizard. It was really cool.
Jardis, you are petting this lizard, and you look up into the night sky. And there are hundreds of thousands of stars, as usual. But not a single one is moving or dancing in the night sky.
I walk up to Jardis as I see him just sort of standing there staring up at the sky. I just go up to him and I say, it's beautiful, right? How long has it been since, I guess, the last time you saw the stars was when you were alive?
Yes, the last time I saw them, they they still danced. They still danced upon the sky.
I mean, they're twinkling. Look at them.
No, they individually. They moved together now. Then they would float. They would wiggle around. They acted different. They had personalities. There was something to them.
Really?
Yes, I spent a lot of my time as a guide. And the reason it was so advantageous for me to be a guide was because I was a follower of the god of the stars, Estriella. And I could read them.
Diok overhears this conversation and swiftly butts in and says, "Yeah, them stars used to throw that ass back." Is that what you getting at, Jardis?
I don't know.
Jardis, did the stars throw that ass back? Is that how it went?
Is this when a woman thrusts herself upon you?
Kinda.
Oh, my man. Hey, enough of this, guys. Let's talk about how badass this was, though. Golly. We got Zarek over here just throwing feathers and killing people. Holy shit. And then fucking Jardis over here, big guy, running, rushing people, killing people. And then, looking for a job over here. She did her thing, too, It's crazy.
Yeah, we all killed someone. Are we all happy now?
And then, did you see Diok, baby? Big old thunderous wave. Boom. That guy just exploded. Holy shit, guys. We're insane.
Yeah, you killed
Where's
the
Potts?
last
Potts
one.
needs to see this. We deserve 2 gold for this.
As you're asking where Potts is, he
He heard the commotion, I'm sure.
comes through the door. He walked out of his house and then walked through the front door of the barn and came through the back door of the barn that's now open. And he just standing in the blood-soaked soil. And he goes, "Holy shit."
Yeah.
Are we qualified now? Is this good enough for you?
Would you mind helping me clean them up? And then I can have my wife make y'all whatever you want tonight. It's a little late, but I'll get her up. Let me show you where the shovels are. And from there, we pull back as the derps go into the barn and grab some shovels and start digging holes and burying goblins. And that's where we'll end our session. Thank you guys for listening to our first episode. We got it out. We're here. So I hope everyone enjoyed listening. I know we enjoyed making it. Anyone got anything to plug?
I do.
Fantastic.
Us.
Oh, us.
I'm going to plug us.
Do it. Plug us.
Shameless
Guys.
plug.
Shameless plug.
Guys, we got all the social.
Do we
All the
have,
social
I don't think we
media.
have all the social.
That's not true. We don't have a TikTok. Or
Check us out
OnlyFans.
on LinkedIn.
We don't have a LinkedIn.
Hit up on MySpace.
But we do have the big 3. We got an Instagram at
Should we make
Derpsit.
a Tinder and
Jesus.
just swipe on people?
Would
so
you
we-
let her
Fucking
put the plug in?
Christ. We got an Instagram at Derps and Dragons. That's DerpsAndDragons. The same for our Facebook, Derps and Dragons. And Twitter, Derps and Dragons. We're so uniform. And if you want to send us a letter, well, I guess an email. We have an email that's Derps and Dragons, spelled like the Instagram and the Twitter. Pod, Pod, at gmail.com.
Derps and Dragons Pod at gmail.com.
Yeah, send us an email. Send us a question. Send us a comment. That'd be great. Spotify just put out ratings. You can rate us on Spotify. You can review us on Apple Podcast or wherever else.
But only if you're going to do 4 stars or better.
Yeah.
If you like what you hear, please give us a good rating. It helps get our name
If
out
you
there.
don't like what you hear, fuck off.
If you don't like what you hear, that's perfectly fine. You're entitled to your own wrong opinion. Share us with your friends. Get us out there. And if you enjoy it, hey, come back and listen to episode 2. We'd love to have you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Pull out your big, sexy schmeat and smack that like button.
With it, yeah.
Yes.
With the meat, yeah.
Clobber it all over the like button.
Bad Dragon, please sponsor us.
If you are a representative of Bad Dragon, or you know someone who is,
Sponsor us.
get them in touch.
Also, Twisted Tea. Go ahead and throw us something.
These boys be sipping that shit.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Local breweries. We're here. We're here for it.
Houston area
Yeah,
breweries,
Houston
please.
area.
H-Tine, hold it dine.
Okay, we're out of here for this
We're
week.
out of here.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.
Can y'all say Irish wristwatch?
Irish wristwatch.
What is that?
Soldiers. Shoulder.
Just say it. Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Wrist.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Yep.
I think this was built for Jackson to mess up on. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Irish wristwatch. Son of a bitch.
There was so much deliberate intention behind it.